Well, hello there, welcome back to another Pokemon Master video. Today I'm going to be tackling Fairy Tower. This is a replay. Oh, there's no volume. Can I get the volume? There you go. I got volume for you guys. Finally, I remembered putting volume. This is Fairy Tower. You can see that I'm following this model run pretty loosely, actually. I'm not really going to talk too much about this model run because I kind of did a play-by-play in my video. So in my fight, I don't know, the reason how I just recorded it was I just did a complete play-by-play, so you kind of get that. But if you want to see another model run, this is the model run. I will admit that their characters, or they have a lot less investment. They have like minus 20 or minus 20 levels in Eevee and minus 20 levels in Lacey, which honestly makes it so that they, again, their runs a lot more investment. For me, all my characters were level 200. So that's the main difference. Also, I mean, yeah, that's basically it. I do know that there are cheaper runs. There are runs where Lacey has lower move levels than just 5 out of 5 copies. There are runs with less move levels of Lacey's that I've seen. But those runs I saw like on YouTube, and kind of I didn't really pay attention too much to those runs just because one of the runs had like literally all the sync move cheeses. Like, I don't know how they got such consistent sync move cheeses, but it's just, I feel like that's just unreasonable and impossible for me. So I didn't even try to copy that run. And then there was another one where I think just the gear was really good. So yeah, my run is pretty heavy investment. I will admit that, but you know what? At least at the end of the day, we didn't super awaken any of the fairy characters. Again, probably should wait for Arc Suit Diantha if you're in no rush of completing Fairy Tower. Arc Suit Diantha, spoilers, she's not going to get released next month for, because we got our Dynamite today, she's not going to release next month, but she might release 2 months after. So she might release in June. So, if you're in no rush, then there you go, right? But yeah, I still should release this video just because Gladion is still in the banner. And so if you want to attempt this run with Gladion, then if you want to roll for him because he's your favorite character, so I guess I should still upload it. But again, my run isn't really anything special. I do a pretty good play-by-play. But the main thing in this fight is just trying to squeeze out enough damage. Lacey being at 5 out of 5 level 200, again, a lot of people have her at lower investment, but how I see it is her at 5 out of 5. She's able to push out a lot of damage, like being able to raise the sync move or the special up next effect by 2 after she uses her sync move. Not only increases your Gladion's damage, but she increases her own damage. And then at 5 out of 5 copies, she just raises her normal move damage and her sync move damage, and paired that with level 200, then she does a lot of damage because Gladion doesn't do the best. And Eevee, of course, she is there to provide the fairy rebuff. That's why she is superior to Jim Beide, because Jim Beide, even though he can extend Fairy Zone, even though he can aggressively raise that special up next effect with his Calm Mind, at the end of the day he doesn't lower rebuff, and so you're actually doing a lot less damage with him. It's as simple as that. So you need the rebuff in order to do this clear. You might not necessarily need Lacey at full investment, but yeah, as you can see there, they do significantly more damage than I do, so that's why I needed more Lacey damage. But yeah, that's the end of the model run. Again, sorry I didn't really talk much about it, but I just talked a lot about my run in my video, so enjoy that. I cannot believe what just happened. Just a little bit of context, guys. What usually happens is I record a video, especially like these tower videos. All right, I record them, and then what I do is I save the video, and I record my voice audio and the game audio separately. I record the game audio with the game footage, and so I save the game audio and game footage together. And then what I do is I go into that video file, and then I remove the video so that I extract that audio file, and then I edit that audio file with my voice and I combine it, and then I take that file and put it back into the video file. So yes, so basically what I do is I have to take that video file, I delete the video, I take that file, I delete the video portion, and then I keep the audio portion. Well, what happened was I did that, but I didn't save the initial recording. So I'm a fraud because I tried to record my first clears of tower, but I've already cleared fairy tower, and you can see I just cleared it. Like I just cleared it like 24 minutes ago, and I don't have the recording. Oh, it's so tragic. That's actually so sad. Like, it's not even like clearing it. Like, who cares if you clear it? It's clearing it for the first time on camera. And the thing was, that clear was it was a very close clear too. So it's yeah, it's incredibly tragic. Actually one of the worst fumbles I've done. that's up there. That's up there with one of the worst fumbles I've done. So that's not ideal. I'm very sad about that, but it was a close battle too, so it's gonna be hard to replicate that fight. So I guess like we just have to run it. We just have to run it again. I've done it once, so theoretically I can do it again. It's so tragic, guys. And in here, under EX Fairy Zone, hopefully I don't miss. And then we're gonna get a Dazzling Gleam, hopefully under Fairy Zone, probably not. Hopefully I don't miss this floor cannon, and then we're gonna get this Disarming Voice in. Please don't miss. I didn't miss the floor cannon, perfect. That's actually a lot of damage. Okay, I think we're good. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, movie acceleration is about to run out. Movie acceleration is about to run out. I think I lose. If I get crit, I lose. Oh, that ran out fast, dude. And that's why the sync move cheese is actually bad. Because there's a chance that runs out. Okay, I figured it out. I figured out the sequencing. The best sequencing is actually to not sync move cheese. Really? Not sync move cheese? Yeah, I think the sequencing might be not to sync move cheese. It did more harm in that fight than good, I believe. Should have attacked the Celebios, okay. Yeah, that sync move cheese actually hurt me because I wanted them to hit me with, yeah, I wanted them to hit me, but they didn't, so, because I sync move cheese. So actually you don't sync move cheese. Crazy how it works. I think I lose the fight. What went wrong? Does the sync move cheese matter? I'm always split between it matters or not, because I want to get that sync move in. Okay. Feel like I'm not doing a lot of damage here. Want to make sure we attack everybody to lower their special attack so I don't take that much damage. Actually, don't really think it matters that much. We want to use this Army Voice to lower their defense. We want to use Dazzling Gleam on Lacey to self-heal. I think I'm still split between if sync cheesing is good or not. I'm gonna lean on the fence that it isn't good, but I'm not sure at this point. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is the second one that really matters. Yeah, I'm just still lamenting that I lost a recording. Still sad about that. It really is tragic. It really was tragic. Gonna sync with Lacey. This, and this. My Gladion's taking so much damage. Potion up. Gonna chill with Penny so that we can use floor cannon and then use her X defense. Something like that. We're gonna go ahead and use potion. We got potion refresh, which is exactly what we need. I didn't mention that, but we do need the potion refresh here. Gonna go ahead and sync with Gladion. We're gonna use potion on Penny. Penny's gonna use VV power here. With Gladion, we're just gonna use, sure, we'll use that. And then with Penny, she can go ahead and lower special defense and use that Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Yeah, don't really know. Honestly, yeah, we're gonna push it. We're gonna push it with Disarming Voice with Penny here. Usually I don't do this, but I think I need to try to get a sync move cheese in so that we can use a sync move with Lacey. We did get it in. Okay, we'll be getting a sync move in this fight. Hopefully this floor cannon is going to be under EX Fairy Zone. Please be under EX Fairy Zone. It is. Perfect. Okay. We will be able to use a sync move here with Lacey. And a few more of the floor cannons. We're not going to get crit because we have the movie acceleration, so Lacey prevents us from getting crit. We won the fight. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, so the first thing with cheese doesn't matter, but the second one does matter, I believe. This should clear the fight, right? Surely. Last time, I think last time the fight that I won, it looked very similar to this. It had 2 HP left, yep, and then floor cannon does it. And we got the sync move cheese in with the Dazzling Gleam. Okay, I friggin' did it. I'm just so upset, dude. You know what? I will admit, last time I didn't show my gear. You notice that there's no rewards. Again, I completed the fight already. Last time I didn't show my gear, so this time I'll show my gear. This is why I upgraded my Lacey and Penny to level 200 because I don't have that much fairy damage. Like my stats are good, but the effects, like the first gear is +7, +7, +5, +5. So like, what is that? 17 increase in special attack damage. Not a lot, but you know, it is where it is. Yeah, again, hopefully I did a good play-by-play because I mentioned in the model video that I did a good play-by-play, but yeah, I less potion and more sync move damage. I think it matters because you do end up using 3 sync moves with Lacey. As long as you get that second sync move in. That's the sync move cheese in after her second sync move. This, honestly, I don't think, after playing that fight, having 5 out of 5 Lacey, I don't think this matters. I don't think that matters. I don't think this matters. So 2 of these technically don't matter. So honestly, I didn't even remember that, but you can probably go with more sync move damage or other tiles. These 2 tiles actually don't matter. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, again, just sad that I couldn't get my first recording, but honestly I wasn't even that excited about the first clear just because I invested so much in Fairy Tower. Oh yeah, at the end of that video I also told my plans. The whole reason why I rushed Fairy Tower is because spoilers. Okay, well this isn't spoilers because it hasn't been released yet, but I recommend not even trying to do this clear. Just wait for Arc Suit Diantha, right? I've been saying that for a hot minute, but just wait for Arc Suit Diantha. I think that she even got teased in the main story, so she's coming out soon, so it should be good. But the reason why I wanted to do this was because spoilers for next month Data Mine. But next month Data Mine, they will be rerunning Special Costume Larry, and Special Costume Larry is is the premium flying support, and he is what I want to be able to clear Flying Tower, because he's able to, at least for the first like 29 floors, he's able to raise evasiveness, which makes him super strong. But then later on, he summons Fairy or Flying Zone. He summons Flying Zone like 4 times. Technically, one of the times, the first time he summons it is kind of useless, but he's able to summon Flying Zone a lot of times, and so that makes him very good. And yeah, so he's the premium flying support. With him, I'm attempting to clear Flying Tower with only him and Charon and Perrin. She's gonna be like my secret weapon. I'm not sure. From seeing people's cleared, I don't know if it's actually possible to clear Flying Tower with Perrin and Larry, and so I didn't want to pity Larry from me. As you see here, they're using Arc Suit. So I invested a lot into mixed scouts just because I wanted to pity Larry. If Larry didn't get reran this month, then I probably would have pitied him, but it does seem like he's gonna get reran, and so unfortunately he's gonna rerun in the end of May, which means that I'm gonna need to wait a long time for him, and at that point I might as well just have waited for Arc Suit Diantha. But again, I just wanted to talk about it right now in this video. Where is he? Special costume? I can't find him. He's a special costume, right? Yeah, well anyways, he's gonna get reran next month, so I'm gonna try to roll for him. And then if Special Costume Larry isn't good enough with Perrin and Charon, then I can go ahead and pity Hilda, the Variety Hilda from this. And Variety Hilda with EX Flying Zone should be enough to clear Flying Tower, even without Arc Suits. And Perrin will still help me on the physical floors, so it's fine, you know. So that's my plan. That's why I wanted to record Fairy Tower right now, even though I might as well just wait until I get Special Costume Larry. It's just in order to talk about my plans. So yes, that's my plans. I'm gonna roll for Special Costume Larry. I'm gonna attempt to use him to clear Flying 30. If he isn't good enough, then I'll pity Hilda, and then I should be able to clear Flying Tower 30. So that's the plan. I can save my scout points for Hilda, and then Hilda for sure I can clear Flying Tower with Hilda. I'm very confident about that. Also, Charon gets a sync grid expansion, so he gets sync grid expansion next month on Pokemon Day or whatever it is. So that means that I will be able to complete Flying Tower, right? I'm not sure what I'll do. Maybe if I'm super close, I'll pity Charon, but most likely, or I'll wait for Charon and upgrade him, but more than likely I'll just roll for Hilda or pity Hilda. So that's the plan. That is the plan. So that does it for me. I'm sad that I didn't get the first run, but you know what? I did a second run. So, and honestly, I think that second run I talked really well, and I think that sequencing is as good as it gets. So that's good. So thank you for watching, you beautiful the way you are, and I'll catch you in the next Pasio Tower video, where hopefully we'll be flying 21 to 29, but Flying 30 hopefully will come soon after. So just give me one more month and wait for Arc Suit Diantha, and yep.